So, I'm supposed to be headed toward the Renaissance Festival in Robersdale, Alabama.
Make a U-turn.
The GPS is still on because I was supposed to pull out of here 2 hours ago. You can see I'm very packed to the gills. However, when I try to crank, so you can see, I got juice. That's the sound it makes when I try to crank it. We tried to jump it. The truck doesn't jump. It does nothing. Lights are on. I've got power. It does nothing. So after taking off work to go to work this Renaissance Festival and visit my parents, as I'm trying to leave, the truck doesn't start. Can't afford to take the big truck. I could get everything in it easy, but it's almost twice as much in gas. I can't take the pickup truck because then I leave my wife with no vehicle for a week or 6 days, 4 days, 5. Yeah, a week. Yeah, almost exactly a week. So sometimes you just can't do stuff. Found this outside the gym because apparently God has to speak to me through comic book characters. It's a little Batman medallion. It probably came off a kid's gloves or coat. And it says, "The greatest glory is not never falling, but in rising every time we fall." So sometimes you just can't do nothing about it. I crawled under the truck. I can't tell if there's any corrosion, but I'm pretty sure it's my starter's out or my starter relay is burned up, which means I now get to spend 3 hours unloading the truck, hoping that I can get it fixed today, which I doubt. Then reloading the truck, and if I can reload it in time, driving 16 hours straight to South Alabama, which I could do. And if I can, I'm gonna. But don't think I can. I don't think this is going to work out. Because if I pay to get it fixed, I don't have the money to get down there. If I take the box truck, it costs so much it's not cost effective to go in the box truck. The box truck is great when I'm taking stuff to places that I'm going to be gone for, 2 weeks. But when it's this kind of trip, it's just too big and the gas is too much. It gets terrible gas mileage. So, looks like I'm boned. But just like what happened with Days and Nights 2 years ago, we roll with it. You know why? Because that's all we can do. I'm not Magneto. I can't magically or use my superpowers to fix the car. I thought it was the battery. We tried to jump it. It doesn't jump. I was going to get a battery charger from my friend Randall, but all the power works in the car. Everything turns on. And it's down a little bit from trying to start it like 8 times. But it looks like I'm going to be finding something else to do for a couple weeks. Maybe I can find an open shift at work. Not lose all the money. But really sorry. And now I get to unload a truck. At least it ain't raining. Could be worse. It could have done this at a gas station in the middle of nowhere in rural Illinois. Because then I'd have been way away from home, and I'd have been in Illinois. And you guys might know how I feel about Illinois. I'm not a fan. But, yeah. Anyway, I'm going to quit moping and start working my problem. Just sitting here talking
Head
about
west on West Costner Lane towards South Costner Court, then make a U-turn.
I'll make a U-turn as soon as I can start the truck. Anyway, terribly sorry, everybody. David, whoever else is down there, Charles, hug my little high school squires down there. I'll message something to tell them if I can't make it. I really want to see those guys again. They're good kids. Talk to them on Discord a little bit. Put them to work. Let them help. They want to.
Make a U-turn.
I'm making a U-turn. I'm going to go back in the house. I'm going to start calling around to the car places and figure this out. Bye.